Before we started this at HSN, I researched some side-by-side options out there. This thing kicks. You know what, because it really has features that other portable generators, I'm just gonna call it that, it's a power station. It has so much more in terms of power, in terms of the ports and ways you can charge items, not just your little laptops and your tablets and your video games and remote controllers. I'm talking about lamps and fans and TVs and refrigerators. And I hate to say it, but there's a lot of things going on in the world right now that are scaring me to death. And one of them are the fires out in California, where they had to shut down so many power plants and people are without powers. I mean, what do you do in that situation? It's horrible. Obviously, the winter is coming in a little earlier this year, and it's gonna be a long extended winter. This is the time of year where most people lose power from just the cold. So there's two extremes happening right now as we speak. That in and of itself is a reason to have a backup portable power station.
That's right.
So Justin, the fact that this gives so much power is really mind-blowing, considering it's so small, lightweight, and affordable.
11 pounds, and I'm glad you just picked it up there because it's only about the size of a gallon of milk or a toaster. And we are feeling festive right now after Halloween. So I just want to do one thing for you, something that I normally don't do with this presentation, but I just want to show you, this is a high-powered 3-prong wall outlet. You know, the same plug you plug in around your house. Look around your house right now, virtually anything you can plug in around your house, you can plug into the back of the EcoFlow. So watch this right over Callie's shoulder. Let's go ahead and plug in our Christmas tree right here. Now, look over your shoulder.
Oh my gosh,
our Christmas tree. Now we've got lights on our Christmas tree. They saw that at home. I saw it light up. So
that's the kind of power I'm talking about. That's awesome.
It's like, you know, when they talk about high power, they're like, that thing lit up like a Christmas tree. It literally lit up a Christmas tree.
Wow.
So that's just, you know, that's the thing when it comes to this. It is only 11 pounds, and how I want you at home to think about it is you don't need gas. You don't need those stinky, toxic fumes anymore. If you live in a condo or an apartment or a house with an HOA, a lot of times you can't have those big generators that you have to keep outside, that you have to keep 20 feet away from your house because of the toxic fumes. Listen, this is completely silent. No gas, no oil, no spillage, no leaks, and it's 11 pounds, exactly. It's only, I want you guys to think about it this way. It is a 21st century battery powered generator. So when you lose power during the winter storm or for recreational stuff, hunting, camping, fishing, tailgating going on right now, all you have to do is take this out of the box. There's no tricky setup. One button press gives you immediate access to that industrial amount of power. And then once again, we just saw me light up the Christmas trees. I want to show you on the back a close-up what this is. These are your 3-prong, your high-power 3-prong wall outlets. Anything you can plug in around your house. You know, it's not gonna plug in your full-size refrigerator or your washer and dryer, but a mini fridge, a small heater you can plug in. So let's go ahead and plug in our table lamp. Now, obviously, we saw it just go ahead and light up our Christmas tree, so we're thinking, yeah, it can do my lamp right here. So let's go ahead and plug that in.
There it goes.
We've got a lamp, and since we're here in Florida and it's still a little bit warm outside, we're gonna go ahead and plug it in our fan. So now we're gonna do our fan in the back here. Again, I'm doing everything live here on air. You see that fan just started swirling. Everything live here on air. I have nothing pre-plugged in because there is no magic here. This is all happening in real time. I want you guys to know that what I'm doing here on air will work the same when you get it home. And when you do get it home, if you lose power and you need fan, if you were up north, you could plug in a small heater, that it will actually give you that power with the lights and the fans for 100+ hours. Now, this is what you do at home when you lose power. You keep it in a cupboard or in a shelf if you want, and it will hold that charge for 12 months. So you don't have to worry about constantly putting gas and oil in something or constantly keep it powered up. And when you lose power, turn your lights back on. You can plug in your router, your computer, your cell phones, your tablet, your computers.
And as I watch this little family, I'm thinking because of the power you're getting, you could put, you know, plug in your appliances that you want to make dinner for the family, you know, some light sources. I do want to let you know that if you want a specific color, you should realize the rose will sell out first. We have 200. That's all we have in the rose. We've got a little more in the black. This is the one I own. And then we have the silver and white. Plus you get the case. So this is absolutely how you'll store it when you're not using it. But I'm glad you mentioned the bullets you just covered. How many hours will it give you a charge, and how long does it hold that charge?
That's right. So it'll give you a charge on like this light and this fan right here, which are your essentials when you're run out of power, for 100 hours. That's 4 days. You know, FEMA only recommends you need 3 days of provisions on your hand after a power outage or a natural disaster. This is gonna give you 4 days. of light and fan. And if you know, you plug in a ton of stuff, it'll be a little bit less.
Of course.
But 100 hours here, and
That's
I've got
impressive.
my tablet, my phone, and everything as well.
Don't you feel like you're just gonna sleep better knowing this is there?
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll never have to use it, but you know what? If there is an emergency, you've got it. And speaking to the fun things that we do, you know, I'm a camper. I brought mine on my camping trip last summer, and it was so hot, so I brought a fan, put it in the tent. All my friends were coming up because I could charge everybody's phones. Nobody else had access to any kind of, you know, power source. We were primitive camping.
Yeah.
This is an amazing product for so many different reasons. I'm glad you mentioned tailgating, because that's happening right now.
That's right.
You can plug it up right there in the back of the truck or in the parking lot, wherever you are. Lots of reasons to love having a backup portable power station, especially when the phones die. What do you do?
It's like, how do you stay in communication with people? Well, you know what? You can get a little 2,000 milliamp charger that'll charge your phone one time, but this is gonna charge your cell phones. Like, you know, I think it's what is it, like 55 times you're gonna get a recharge before you ever need to think about recharging your EcoFlow
and there's
River.
4 USB ports, 2 are quick charge. 2 are the Type-C USB, and 2 are the AC.
That's right, you're gonna see right down here on front, these are your 4 USBs, these are your 2 USB-Cs. This is where EcoFlow is leading the charge. All of your Lenovo's, your MacBooks, your iPhones, your Androids, they're all gonna be switching over to these USB-C outlets very soon. So EcoFlow, this is what we call future-proof. We've got our traditional USBs and our USB-Cs, and I'll turn it around the back here, and on the back, these are our AC walletlets, the heavy-duty 3-prong, plus we're also giving you an old-school cigarette lighter, just like in your car, should you have that DC outlet as well. And then one more thing on the front while I've got your attention here. On the front here, again, that 1-button press. This is your high-powered LCD screen. It's gonna tell you down to the minutes and the hours of how much battery you have left. That's so important because it gives you what we call an uninterrupted power source. Other battery-powered generators, what do? They give you like 4 little LED lights that represent a percentage. Who knows what that percentage means? This tells you down to the hour, so you know exactly when to recharge your river, so you never run out of lights and fans, because this has flow-through charging, which means you can plug in your EcoFlow River to recharge it and keep all of your devices, all of your appliances plugged into your new battery-powered generator while it recharges. You don't have to unplug anything to keep your stuff powered and charging.
So I wanted to point out we have free shipping, and you know, it is an 11-pound portable charger, but I can tell you what, this free shipping is a nice thing. Our price is $200 less than retailers today. I mean, we normally do it at about 100 off, which is always a nice thing, but today, a feature price, it's almost 200, actually over 200 when you consider free shipping is included. And then, another thing, there's 18-month warranty. And another thing is that if you want to get the solar panels, which I did, we've got them as a bonus buy today. You can take $50 off the solar panels. Because you know what? Sun is our power source that we can always count on. Oh, thank you. Here's the solar panels. I have these as a backup too.
Yeah, these are great. These will actually, you can plug your river into these, and even under partly cloudy conditions, these will totally recharge your river while you are powering your fans and your lights and your phones and all your TVs, even all your good stuff. In as little as 8 hours, this will take you from 0 to 100%, even under partly cloudy conditions. That is so important, because think about you guys who want to do hunting, camping, fishing, or you're without power for more than a few days, and you don't have to rely on the gas station. You can use God's given gift of the solar energy, and you can keep going. You can go off the grid, out in the forest, out in the middle of the desert, and have that nonstop power. You're generating your own power with the solar.
It's a good choice, and if you don't want the solar panels, you don't have to, but they are a bonus buy today, another $50 off of those. And then one last thing on FlexPay, because we have this on 6 Flex, so you can get this delivered for as little as $83.33. But if you have an HSN card, you can do 12 months of financing. 0 interest has accrued if you pay it off before that 12th month ends. It's $41.66 a month. But you get it now. You get it when you need it, because now is the time. I spend $40 just in gas at the gas station, so I mean, you're getting that home, and you don't have to have any gas. So here's one cool thing, Callie, that I don't like to tell a lot of people, but I'm gonna let you guys in on a little pro tip, a little life hack. What I'm holding in my hand here is just a little power strip. You can see here it's got those wall outlets just like you would have at home. Many of you probably have your TVs. This is a surge protector power strip. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that back into the back of my EcoFlow River. Once again, those high-powered 3-prong outlets. What a great idea this is.
It is, right? I have just quadrupled, not just 2 things that I can plug in, but I've quadrupled the amount of things I can plug in. So let's go ahead and plug in.
Brilliant.
Let's say I need more light. So I brought a full-length floor lamp. Let's go ahead and plug in my lamp. Now I've got 2 lamps going. Let's go ahead and get this. Now we're gonna put this fan in. Now what about down here? I've brought my little tablet, my little computer tablet. Let's go ahead and plug that in. We'll see that pop on. Plus I'm still running my tablet, my phone, and one other thing. Here, let me get that solar panel there.
Get that.
One other thing that many of you will use this for, this is our CPAP machine. Many of you at home write in and you use your EcoFlow River for your medical devices. So I brought a CPAP machine in, a nebulizer, but what about new mothers out there who are like a breast pump? So you can see this just came on.
The truth is, if you lose power in the middle of the night and you're on a CPAP machine, it's a problem. And if you just have a little brownout, you know, if it stops.
So many of you will keep your CPAP machines plugged in to your EcoFlow and keep your EcoFlow plugged into your wall at home so that even if you lose power unexpectedly and there's not a natural disaster, you will never lose the ability to breathe with your CPAP machine. Think about those of you at home who rely on your scooters to go grocery shopping or out to the mall. Take your EcoFlow River with you because it's only 11 pounds and put it in the basket of your scooter and then give your scooter a little quick juice, a little quick charge so that you don't have to park it and recharge it or you get frustrated and run out of battery with your scooter.
That's a great idea.
This will give that a little charge as well.
I love all the ports to this portable charger. I mean, I shouldn't call it that because it's a full-on power station.
That's right.
How many items do you have plugged into just this one unit right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But here's the cool thing is I can plug in up to 9 things, but in the, it's gonna tell you only 2, but look at this. What I wanna show you is I've got 5 of your wall outlet things, the things that you would plug into your wall at home plugged in. So that's the big thing I'm messaging I want to get home.
It's not just USB ports or AC inputs.
It's not one of these. It's not one of these that's only going to charge your phone or your tablet once or twice.
Exactly.
It's going to charge it for hours and days on end.
So it's going to hold a charge for 12 months. It's going to give you, what did you say, 100 hours of power?
For your lights and your fans, 100 hours, that's right.
And again, if you're putting in a ton of stuff, it'll obviously back that down, but I'm telling you, it is the best. I had mine for a full weekend. We were gone for 3 days. It was very hot, so I brought my Dyson fan. I kept my tent cool. Everybody was charging everything. They were all coming to me saying, oh my gosh, this is the coolest thing ever. I couldn't agree more. It's one of my favorite purchases at HSN. The black is definitely the #1 bestseller right now. The rose is most limited, and the white and silver is really fresh and fun. They're all yours for one payment. Free shipping. It's either $83.33 or $41.33 by using your HSN card. So VIP financing applies. This has an 18-month warranty. It's an amazing product. I did vast amount of research before we launched this about a year or so ago. I compared it to other products out there. Nothing came close. I mean, bullet for bullet for bullet. I was just like very, very consistent because I wanted to know that we were offering the best bundle anywhere. More power, more affordable, more convenient, and all these ports. This is the game changer for me. All these inputs.
You saw everything else and the Christmas tree, everything's still on. Once again, you're gonna take it out of the box, off the cupboard, wherever you store it. Maybe you use it every day. You keep it on your desk to keep your computer plugged in so you never lose any memory or storage on your computer that you have to reboot. One button press, there it comes on. Now watch this. You saw all that stuff. Let's get into the fun stuff, like our television. So let's go ahead. I've just plugged in my TV, and if you'll excuse me, Callie, let me come around here with my remote and turn that on. You know, you always need. So now our TV, look at that, and it's immediate power. There's no trickle charge. I'm not waiting for something to spool up. It's immediate power. I've got a 32-inch Roku high-definition TV. Look at this. This is a thin TV. This isn't just your big regular TV. And the cool thing is I can take my TV and this, go completely tetherless, and I can walk away. Just so you see, there's no smoke and mirrors. Again, I can plug in all these things, and I'm not unplugging one thing to make room for another. There's no smoke and mirrors. I'm not like, you know, keeping everything pre-plugged. But let's do this. I want to show you as well. Not that you would ever need to plug in a TV and a drill at the same time, but I brought my high-powered power drill with me, and it could be the same thing for a skill saw, a table saw, but just to show you, my TV is gonna stay on while I do this.
See?
I mean, come on.
The TV and the drill simultaneously. You didn't hear it down like a roo. I mean, it just fully powers them both, and you could put a lot more in too.
And speaking of hunting and camping and fishing, a raft or an air mattress, I brought my high-powered Air Hawk.
That's a great product.
And check this out. So now I've got this going, my TV going, and my drill going.
Wow.
And I've still got power, and it's gonna power all these things for hours and days on end, and I can keep entertained. I can, you know, watch that storm as it pushes through. I can keep myself or the kids entertained with Roku, with Netflix, still watch my cable, all that good sort of stuff.
And think about that, like if, you know, you need power through a storm, and if you're gonna lose your internet, you need to like have a way to, you know, get a charge, keep a charge, make some margaritas while you're stressed out through the storm. Keep your laptops charged for information that you and your family are gonna need. And then of course the entertainment part isn't a bad thing.
So again, I'm plugging in my router. You're gonna see my router just lit up. Just because you lose power does not mean you lose internet. What happens is you lose the power to your router. But if you're